Many creative businesses are tucked away in every corner of Leicester and Leicestershire and Rutland. And one such business, run by Catherine Norris, is based in Knighton, just outside Leicester city centre, creating permanent memories with a personal touch. Catherine completely changed her career from cancer researcher to opening her own business, MemoryThreadCo.
It's a company where we can take your handwriting and your artwork, and then I embroider it onto fabric and create an exact replica of that handwriting or that artwork, and make fabric keepsakes like a framed piece of art or a handkerchief, or there's loads of things that you can choose from.
And where did this idea come from?
I've been a stay-at-home mum for 3 years, and I was looking for something to do when my daughter went to preschool, and my friend had asked me to go on this machine sewing course, and I'd learnt about this technique there called free motion embroidery, and it's this amazing technique. It's so creative. It lets you draw with a sewing machine. It's fabulous. I love it. A little while after that, my daughter had drawn this picture, and it was of her granddad giving her a cuddle. It's like one of her first pictures that she's done. Oh, it's gorgeous. And I thought, I've got to use this picture somehow to make my dad, who's coming to Christmas, and make him a Christmas present. And I embroidered it onto a handkerchief, and he loved it. He really, thought it was great. He said it was too nice to blow his nose on. So he started using it as a napkin instead. And then I thought, yeah, okay, this is a good idea. This can be what I do. This can be a business.
Talk us through some examples of things that you've been commissioned to create for people.
Oh, there's some lovely examples. The most joyful one, the most sort of beautiful romantic thing, was a guy, and he met his fiancée while they were both working in a bar. And he used to write her little love notes on the bar napkins. And she'd saved these in a little shoebox or whatever, and he'd taken a photo and he'd sent them to me, and he said, can you make some napkins for me to give her on our wedding day? Some of them he wanted edited slightly so that they were more applicable to the wedding day itself. So he just, sent me handwriting just of the words he wanted to change, and I did all the edits and everything. And he loved them. There's one he did a pencil sketch of his fiancée. Oh, that was a very tricky thing to reproduce, but I did it, and I was really, really happy with the result. So was he.
So people really have got quite creative with this. You've almost enabled people to get really creative and make something unique. So that lady on her wedding day would have ended up with a complete set of napkins, completely personalised to her.
Exactly, yeah.
That's so cool.
It's really cool.
How do you go about building a business?
There's a huge learning curve. It's not just, the embroidering, and I mean, that's the bit I love, absolutely relish doing that, but it's learning all the other stuff, the product photography and how to write in an engaging way, because I come from a very academic sort of career, and I write very formally. I'm learning all the time.
You were working for the university in cancer research.
I did my PhD at the uni, and I stayed around for a little while after that, and then we decided to start a family, and it just wasn't the right fit for me anymore.
Are you finding yourself exporting to lots of different countries for different people?
Most of my customers do come from America, and so I'm shipping overseas quite a lot.
Do you find that you do get a lot of growing business from word of mouth? Once people have sampled you once, they'll come back, or they'll send people in your direction?
Yes, I love it when I get repeat customers. We all have these these greetings cards or love notes or whatever. We all have them somewhere, like a shoebox. And then they just, we don't look at them, we don't see them, and they're just there. And then what I'm able to do, you can change them into another form that lets you display them, and you can shine light on that memory, and just cherish it and enjoy it.
And whereabouts do you do all of your work?
I have a studio in the box room.
Can we go and have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what a lovely space.
Yeah, this is it.
Here is your sewing machine. Is this your first sewing machine? Is this the one that you started off with, or have you graduated to something?
No, this is my first one. This is the one that I bought when I went on the sewing machine course with my friend.
Can we hear your sewing machine?
You can. Okay, yeah.
This is incredible to watch. You're just freehanding a lovely spirally wavy pattern. How different is this from where you used to work in the university?
Oh, I worked in a lab. It was, totally different. It's a completely different atmosphere, completely different skill set.
What would you say to anybody that's thinking about maybe forging their own path and going in a completely different direction?
Oh, just try it. Yes, just go for it. There's so much information out there on the internet that you can just read through and learn so much, and it's enjoyable learning these new skills, having a go.
And do you think you have to have a PhD to do as well as you've done?
No, I shouldn't think so.
That was Catherine Norris. I met her yesterday, and she was kind enough to show me into a little box room that she's turned into a studio, which is just lovely. And it really was just a very sweet space where she's creating some lovely, lovely things. Fabulous. If you do want to have a look at what kind of pieces she's producing, then if you look up, I think if you go to Etsy and you look at MemoryThreadCo, you will find some examples of the work that she's done for people around the world. Absolutely fantastic.